there. And yeah, if you've ever been, you know exactly what I'm talking about, where it's a little unsettling. I don't want to be that on nerve when I'm just trying to enjoy the beach.
What's funny is like, so this past year for the Daytona 500 and stuff, me and my buddy actually like went out like the night between the two races for the Truck and Xfinity race.
Yeah.
Like we went out and like we were like, all right, let's go see what we can get done and go see how much fun we can have. That place is boring. Like that city is boring.
It's there's not a lot happening. Even I mean,
No.
so what night? I guess it was Thursday night. We um my girlfriend went with us and everything. So like we did like a couple fun things. Like we played putt putt one on Thursday night, whatever. And we were looking for like I don't know ice cream, anything to get afterwards. Everything closes at 9 o'clock. Like
That's insane. So
which
it's funny.
it's off peak, I guess, and like all the kids are back in school and all the olds are down there, but still.
So what's funny is I got married during COVID, right? So
Yeah.
that's where I did my honeymoon
Okay.
was Daytona because there's literally nothing else open.
I didn't even think about that from that aspect of there just not being anything
Yeah.
available there.
Yeah. No, it was definitely fun. Um it was weird. That's for dang sure.
So we had a eventful weekend down
Yeah.
there. It was also it appears that our live chat is not again showing up
Again?
in our Riverside, but it is showing up. So shout out to Alex who commented. Um, that's a bit annoying
I don't understand what's going on.
for us. Yeah, that's a bummer. We're gonna have to really figure that out. I thought we had a fix here for it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. Sorry for those that are listening. God, what is wrong with my voice?
Oh, I may have an idea on what happened there.
Is it all your fault again?
It might be a settings fault.
Mm,
I don't want to. I don't want to turn it off and get it restarted.
no,
So
we're
we'll
here.
get into it.
We're going.
We had an eventful Saturday night down in Daytona. Ryan Blaney ends up winning the race after it not appearing that it was going to be a Ryan Blaney race to win 14th to first in the final 2 laps of the race. An
Hmm.
insane run for him and exactly what Alex Bowman needed.
Yeah. You and I were texting during the race, and I was like, "All right, here we go. We got chaos happening." And then that's when I texted you when Reddick wrecked, and we are like, "All
Yep.
right, sweet chaos." And then like 2 laps later or whatever, Bowman gets in the wreck, and we're both like, "Oh my gosh, what is going on?"
It was insane. So we obviously with Red spins, I think both of us are like, okay, like this is the chance now for Alex Bowman to point his way in if he wanted to.
Yeah.
And if we get a new winner, that means that, you know, um, that Reddick's going to be out, which seemed unfathomable like 3 weeks ago that he could find a way out of the playoffs. And then Bowman gets caught up in a wreck and he's got, catastrophic damage, race ending
Yeah.
damage. And it's like, okay, well, it's completely flipped. Now that poor guy's got to sit there for over half the race
I
and
was gonna say
sweat it out.
it was probably about 3/4 of the race.
I heard on the teardown that he came out of his hauler afterwards and like his hands were shaking because he had to sit there for, probably 90 minutes at least, wondering what his playoff fate was. And ultimately he makes it in because Ryan Blaney wins. So a new winner meant that nobody could, point their way,
Yeah.
or a repeat winner rather, meant that nobody
No,
could force him out.
force him out. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
which they tried.
that last lap was honestly insane. I thought Cole Custer was gonna pull it out. I was like, what are we doing?
It's funny you say that because in the grandstand, I had tweeted out Cole Custer wins Daytona, locks himself into the playoffs, and I was ready to hit post.
Yeah.
And then I like was watching it develop down the backstretch, and I went ahead and deleted the Cole Custer name out. And I was like, all right, who am I going to write in here in half a lap from now? And ultimately, it was Ryan Blaney in a 4 wide finish, closest ever 4 wide finish in NASCAR Cup Series history.
Which
So
is
there's that.
wild to think about, honestly. Like you don't think Cole like or not Cole, but you don't think 4 wide finishes with Daytona, right? Like it's wide, but it's not that wide.
Right. I know. I don't know if people have never been to Daytona. I can't describe to you how narrow it actually looks visually when you're there. And even having walked the front stretch up and down the banking there, like it still is very narrow, even when you're standing on it. You're like, how are you fitting 4 cars in
Yeah.
here? And
Have
they
you been
did
to
it.
Vega yet?
I have not.
No, that's a monster.
Yeah.
It's and like you can tell, okay, yeah, we can fit 5 cars through here. Like it's wide.
So yeah, it's super wide. Super narrow at Daytona, it looks like. But the fact that they got a 4 wide finish out of it, the fact that Daniel Suarez came very, very close to pulling that
What,
off.
he finished second, didn't he?
Second, yeah. I think he was 17th to second in the final
Yeah.
2 laps. So that whole everything we hear about
Not being able to pass.
not being able to pass all came down to basically Ryan Preece getting dumped and hung out by the Hendrick cars, kind of set up this entire play to happen there in those final laps where it created that 3rd lane and allowed all the momentum to build up there and then ultimately giving us the finish that we got here. And why did they dump Ryan Preece, Cam?
Because they needed to.
Yes. And
Like-
people are furious about it.
What, like, I don't understand why. It's sports. If I, as a team, have the ability to help my teammate by getting rid of the competition, why wouldn't I?
Desperately did. Daily Down Fords is in the comments right now.
Uh-oh.
Down Fords, not Down Force. Shout out to Down Fords. They've got Cam at least once that I can remember.
Oh, no, it's like 3 or 4 times.
Every now and then they'll get you. And I'm like, look who it came from. And you're like, dang it.
Yeah. There's
they also-
one time I sent it to you, looked, and deleted it. It was like, crap.
Sometimes they do actually have real information, though. And whoever runs that and I have gone back and forth in the DMs about a couple of things. So, but yeah, back to the precinct. People are really upset about the Hendrick cars, specifically Kyle Larson, thinking that he manipulated the finish of this race, and he didn't. The Ryan Preece thing, like he was trying to win the race. They're trying to put themselves in position because they understood if a Hendrick car won, no matter what, Bowman's in.
Yeah.
So that's great. They moved Eric Jones out of the way as well, again, for the same reason. And then at the end of the race, he didn't push a new winner to victory, which is, again, his prerogative here. There's nothing that says in the rules that at a super speedway, you have to push the car in front of you to a win if possible. Like, it does not say that. They're playing a team game there, and it wasn't the same race manipulation that we saw in Martinsville last year.
No, not at all.
Not even close.
No, this is like it's different because it's super speedway racing. Like, it sucks to say that, but it is, right?
Right.
Like we at super speedway racing, they can get away with a little bit more because they don't have to push them. Right? They just hold back a little bit.
Just back
Or
up.
dump someone.
But I will say it's not like they were holding back in terms of the Hendrick cars because all 3 of them were being super aggressive there in the closing laps.
Yeah, because they wanted to. They wanted to win. They wanted to win to make sure that Bowman stayed in.
Yeah, and ultimately Ryan Blaney winning was the answer to what they needed there. Downford said that Haley really needed that win. Haley really needed that win. Obviously, there's a lot of chatter about what's going on behind the scenes with that 7 team. The team said that, like, yeah, they got off to a slow start, but, like, they're hoping to rebound, which was a very, like, non-committal to the future type of answer that Dickerson gave in regards to that. Does a win secure him for next year? Maybe. It's hard to say yes or no. For me, a win on a super speedway doesn't really warrant that.
No.
But at the same time, you can say that, like, Haley being a super speedway specialist is a lot like SVG being a road course specialist. So I can understand the argument. Not that I necessarily agree with it, but yeah,
NASCAR didn't do Haley any favors this past week either.
Which part?
Where they on the NASCAR app didn't have Haley's name in there, and it literally just had question marks. They didn't do him any favors.
Yeah, that was a bad one. I even like went to the portal just to make sure that he was still listed as the driver. And I was like, okay, he's still listed in here. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was bad.
that was definitely a mistake for sure.
Big time
Um,
mistake there.
but here's my question is with Blaney winning this,
Yeah.
does that make Penske the favorite? Again.
I don't taking a super speedway win out of the equation because that honestly doesn't matter to me. Like momentum's great, but let's be honest, Talladega is the only one left, and I think
Blaney's won that multiple times.
I was gonna say, well, I'll get to that in a second because I think Talladega could actually be a bit of a disaster in a sense. But you have 3 flat tracks in the playoffs now. You got uh, New Hampshire, you've got Gateway, and you've got Martinsville, all in different rounds. Penske cars are going to be very, very good there. So this sets up to put 1, maybe 2 Penske cars into the championship race at Phoenix, where guess what? They're really freaking good there as well. The Talladega thing, to me, because it's in that final round, you're going to have
the second to final round.
second to final round. Sorry, yeah. Second to final round, but the round of 8. So you're going to have teams trying to put their cars into that final 4. And just say Penske, let's say Penske's only got 1 car left. They've got Blaney left, still going. The other 3 have been knocked out. And Hendrick only has 1 car left, and the other 3 have been knocked out. Guess what those 3 cars that have been knocked out are going to do? They're going to do everything in their power to push their guys or make sure that somebody else does not lock in. And I think that could get very chaotic when we get there.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. I'm a firm believer that Atlanta or Talladega should be one of the knockout races. Give it to me.
I just can't.
Give it to me.
We've got the regular season finale for it. I can't.
What's the difference between Bristol being a knockout race and Daytona being a knockout race?
Gigantic wrecks.
Or Talladega
That's what the difference is.
No, it's not.
It is.
No.
When have you ever seen a 25 car pileup at Bristol? Exactly.
Yes, there've been big ones though.
Not to that level. Not to that level. Yeah, you can get knocked out at any racetrack anytime. Like that crashes can always happen. At Daytona and Talladega though, you just have this ridiculous opportunity to wipe out way too many cars.
Give it to me. I want chaos. I'm telling you, I am the master of chaos, all right? That's what I'm changing my name to.
Master of chaos. So, yeah, we'll see how the final round or how the playoffs are going to stack up. It kind of bums me out. We only got 10 weeks left of the season.
It's wild.
It's crazy. It feels like we were just in Daytona.
You were just in Daytona.
It feels like we were just in Daytona in February, not too long ago.
No, Alex, we are not doing a 3-race final round of Atlanta, Talladega, and Daytona. I love chaos, but no.
I'm so excited to see our champion, Cody Ware, find his way.
All right. Do you think he gets one?
Who, Cody Ware?
Yeah.
Gets one what? A win?
A win.
No. An Arby's sandwich, sure. Milkshake, great. Yeah. A win? Hell no.
Hey, don't you knock the Shamrock Shake from Arby's.
Arby's has a Shamrock Shake?
In March.
Oh.
It is
We're a big
good.
Arby's household over here.
I love me some. I actually, on the way home.
Having said that, I think we've only had it once in like the last year. But still, we're big fans of Arby's.
No, I mean, on the way home, I was talking to my wife, and I went, hey, Arby's is on the way home. That sounds really good. She's like, I'm making tacos. I went, okay.
You have to go home and have tacos. Not even Tuesday.
Tacos and beer cheese, baby.
Oh, interesting combo.
Well, I was hungry and I wanted beer cheese, so I had some beer cheese.
Just combine the two.
I didn't put the beer cheese on the tacos.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what it was here. I was like, oh,
no.
interesting.
I'd take club crackers and dip it in the beer cheese and eat it that way.
Smart.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Cincinnati has, chili with chocolate in it. We have cheese with beer in it. So
to the Cincinnati chili thing real quick. I haven't had Skyline in a while. Despite living here, I get annoyed at it, so I don't have it very often. I
It's
had it for the
awful.
first time in a long time, and I could finally understand what people say when they're like, "Oh, it tastes like cinnamon in here. It tastes like chocolate in here." And it's maybe because I hadn't had it in so long, but I was like, that doesn't taste this doesn't taste normal to me."
It's
And now I
awful.
don't know if I can go back.
It's awful. It is
Uh,
terrible food.
Speaking of awful, gigantic crash.
That thing was huge.
Bubba Wallace gets pushed from behind by Kyle Larson. That's enough to get the car upset. Gets down to Logano, kind of just got sucked into Logano by the look of it. Just couldn't, once he made his contact, just couldn't get off of him.
Yeah.
And then hits Logano. And unfortunately, Logano kind of became the sandwich between Bubba
I
and
don't think
Kyle
I've
Busch.
ever seen that happen in a race.
Those two cars kissed, probably against Florida law for that to happen. And then all hell broke loose behind them. And Cindric just absolutely nailed Bubba from the front. Also
Might
probably
also
against the
be
law.
might also be against Florida law.
And we had a gigantic crash that came out of that, which
Yeah.
I don't
Isn't that
know.
the one that knocked Bowman out?
Yeah. That's the one Bowman got caught up in, and seemingly like 17 cars or something like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw the discourse about this online around Bubba and it being his fault.
It's not.
It's just not.
It's not. Like,
It's a racing incident, and people are like, Bubba Wallace worst to ever do it. I'm like, have you not seen Brad Keselowski cause multiple versions of this? Joey Logano causes a wreck every single super speedway race.
literally just drives through people.
Yeah.
Like,
This
what
is
are
a
we
racing
doing here?
incident, an unfortunate one at that, but certainly not anything that was intentional. I felt bad for Kyle Busch. I hate to
Dude.
see that.
He had a fast car and
They
looked good.
Did you hear what he said to Austin Dillon when Austin was doing his press availability?
No.
He walked by him and said, "What's up, pusher?" That's I mean, that team was committed to pushing the 8 car
Yeah.
all night, if that's what it came down to.
Yeah.
And
At the end of the day, that's what it was boiled down to, is let's get the 8 in, and then that just happened.
didn't all 3 of their cars get caught up in accidents?
Who?
RCR?
RCRs? I think so, yeah, because the 33
Austin was on the lead lap, but I want
Was
to
he?
see. Yeah, I thought maybe he had damage. So
I think he was like, I thought he was, at one point, he was like 2 laps down.
he finished on the lead lap. Kyle finished 33rd, and Austin Hill finished 30th, 5 laps down. He had nose damage on that car.
Austin Hill did.
Yeah. He just couldn't suck up to anybody. Casey Mears was in this race,
Dude.
if people forgot.
So,
Brought out the first caution.
I got to talk about that a little bit, because the Penske crew does that car now. A Penske crew does that car now.
They also had Roush Yates
Engines.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a Penske crew did it, Roush Yates engine, and they just forgot a tire. Did you see that?
I did not. Forgot to put a tire on?
No. When the tire went down on the first time.
Yeah.
So what happens, what Penske does is they carry out 2 jacks.
Yeah.
And they put it up underneath, that little slot where on the bottom of the car where it goes in a little bit.
Yeah.
They put the jack there to lift it up, and then they put the other jack underneath the post to get it all the way up.
Okay.
So what happens is the carrier carries that car out, or carries that jack out, and then both tire changers carry their tires out. Well, they forgot one.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so they're sitting there with the car up, and they put the right front on, and then the left front's not there.
That's so bad.
Yeah, it happens.
Alex said that Freddie took blame for not telling Bubba he was top 3 on DBC today. That makes sense.
And they talked about it on the broadcast, that where Bubba was on the track, he probably heard 3 wide. Freddie probably didn't say top 3, and he probably thought he was in the middle because of where he was on the track, which makes sense.
Again, racing incident. It's not like it was. It's not like he was trying to force the 22 down.
No,
because it ruined his race too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, that was not by any means malicious or
No.
anything like that. No. Can we talk about the fact that the 78 finished ahead of the 8 car, but the 78 was out and 8 car was running?
Because yeah, 78 just literally pulled off the racetrack.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, like there's access for safety vehicles down in turn 3, like at the
Yeah.
end of the backstretch there. Because he's driving on the backstretch. I'm watching him, and all of a sudden he just kind of disappears behind the wall. And I was like, all right, the caution's going to come out because he's parked it down next to the wall. And then I look up and I can see him pulling through the opening in the wall. And I was like, hell yeah, BJ just got out of the way and went and hung out in the infield for a while.
Good for him.
I know, saved the race there. Cody Ware led 23 laps on Saturday night.
The most of his career, wasn't it?
Most of his career, and I believe Jeff Gluck said that it's more than like half the Cup field this season,
That's insane.
which is actually really, really crazy.
That's insane.
I'm looking at it now. I don't want to say it was more than half, but he's now led more laps than AJ Allmendinger, Eric Jones, John Hunter Nemechek, Zane Smith, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Justin Haley, Todd Gilliland, Ty Dillon, Cole Custer, Noah Gregson, Riley Herbst. Cody Ware's led 25 total laps this year.
All right, here you go. 8
Yeah.
total cautions this week.
Yes.
How many caution laps do you think there were without looking at it?
Well, I was already looking at the screen.
No, well, that
Sorry.
sucks.
39.
39. That's not bad.
That's not terrible for 8 cautions, including we also did red flag as well.
Yes, we did
So that
red
was
flag
a
it for
plus.
the big one.
44
lead changes.
8. Oh, we were 1 green flag pass away from being 8,500 even. What did
Really?
Yeah, 8,499. Daytona 500 had 56 lead changes and 16,000 green flag passes.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that's a lot. What did the last year's summer race? Let's look at that. 40 lead changes, 11,000 green flag passes. So that's actually kind of interesting to me because we considered yesterday Saturday rather, a really, really good race.
Yeah.
Like people were raving about it. And honestly, I thought it was a great race top to bottom.
It was a great race. The people saying that it was the best race of the next gen era. No, it was not.
Best of the super speedways, best of Daytona. Maybe.
Best of Daytona and Talladega. Yes.
Yeah.
Not Atlanta.
Well, no. Traditional super speedways, yes.
Yes.
Legacy super speedways, I believe, is what.
See, but I
like.
consider Atlanta a super speedway now.
Well, I do too, but it's not a legacy super
Who
speedway.
cares? Legacy, smegacy. Polish a turd, it's still a turd.
Joe Dirt will carry it around. So,
Like, what are we doing here? Come on now, people.
so Cody Ware leads 23 laps. 4 wide finish there at the end. A Cole Custer win would have been so crazy.
Dude.
That actually would have pissed me off.
A Cole Custer win to get the 41 in on the last race, back-to-back years, would have been insane.
That would have made me mad. I think it would have actually pissed off a lot of people too. Because where's Cole Custer at in points?
Let's see.
Oh, it doesn't even matter, I guess, now.
I'm curious. 33rd.
Okay. He's what, third from last in terms of full season points. That would have been
Okay. What the actual hell?
What?
I just did driver points on NASCAR's website,
Yeah.
and it goes from 1 all the way to 44, right?
Yeah.
And then it starts back at 1. And then goes all the way back down to 44.
So somebody's glitching over there. Fantastic.
Hey,
Oh, you're right. It does.
like,
What?
the hell is going on here?
I do think it's so funny that they have Will Brown listed ahead of Martin Truex Jr. and they both have a single point. Will Brown,
When did Burt Myers run?
Martinsville.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I also forgot Derek Cross made a start in that 44 car this year
Yeah.
as well.
Yep, he did. He got 5 points too.
Riley Herbst and Cody Ware. Like, you look at Cody Ware's total points this year, 185.
Yeah.
Which is realistically three races worth of wins right there. So
Worth
like
the point, yeah.
Yeah. Riley Herbst has 294. They're both.
That's terrible.
Noah having 310 is actually surprising that it's that bad. I knew his season was bad. I did not realize he was 34th in points.
Yeah, it's bad.
I thought FRM was going to take a step up this year, and they just did not do it.
No, they've
regressed.
Fallen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kraus is racing again this weekend.
Oh, great. Didn't even realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Will Brown
I would have
supremacy.
quit NASCAR if Cody Ware won.
Honestly,
hey, according to him, you're
going
to quit NASCAR.
I think that's a universal sentiment.
I would have loved to see it. I'm not even going to lie to you. I would have loved to see it.
Asian Le Mans champion Cody Ware wins a NASCAR Cup Series race.
Okay, can we talk about the fact that Zane Smith, who's not having that great of a year, has more points than Ricky Spinhouse, Justin Haley, Todd Gilliland, Ty Dillon, Cole Custer, Noah Gregson, Riley Herbst. Like,
I contend that Zane Smith is a cup-winning talent.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, Zane Smith is a talent. I definitely think he can win the Cup Series.
I disagree.
Out of the 3 FRM drivers, rank 1 through 3.
Noah Gregson, Todd Gilliland, Zane Smith.
Oh, I'm reverse of that. I think Zane Smith, Todd Gilliland, Noah Gregson. Yeah.
I don't think Zane Smith's that talented. And he proved it last year when he and Carson Hocevar were in the same equipment.
What were their numbers head to head? Let's go find out. Now we're on an adventure. Previous year.
Yeah, Ricky Spinhouse. It's Ricky Spinhouse.
Top 5.
Did I say Ricky? I thought I said Ricky. I meant to say Ricky.
So Zane last year finished 30th in points. Carson finished 21st in points. Zane had 2 top 5 finishes, 4 top 10s. Carson had 1 top 5, 6 top 10s. So it really comes down to average finish between the two of them. And Carson had an average finish of 18.3, and Zane had an average finish of 23.2. I will note this. I think the interesting part about this is how strong Zane was in the final 10 races of the year versus the first 26 races of the year, because that team, if he had won Nashville last year when he got barely beat out not barely beat out, by half a car length at the line by Joey. Not saying Zane was going to make noise in the playoffs, but like he had a really respectable
last 10 races.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I say that. Let me reverse that. He had a strong Nashville through about Kansas.
Yeah.
And then kind of fell off a little bit.
It's going to be interesting what FRM does next year with everything.
I agree.
Because now that they have 3 cup cars, it's going to be interesting next year.
Potentially have 3 cup cars.
Correct.
Yes. We'll talk about that later. Because
and they're adding a 3rd truck.
Would you like to shed some light on that?
I mean, they're adding a 3rd truck.
Okay.
Like they're going to have a 3rd truck. And so
do we know who's driving that yet?
Yes. And I know who crew chiefing it.
Oh, heck yeah. I want to point out real quick that Steven Dorn was the crew chief of Zane Smith last year. He's crew chief at SVG this year, also the officiant at SVG's, or the witness of SVG's wedding as well. And he's now gone to Victory Lane in the Cup Series 4 times this year. What a turnaround.
Yeah. But you're telling me that they could possibly they could technically have 3 cup cars and 3 trucks,
Well, maybe,
and they're struggling right now.
buddy. I've got an announcement to tell you about where one team is going from having 4 cars to 9 next year. We'll get to the Ram stuff in a minute. But first, we need to talk about the NASCAR Xfinity Series race, which happened on Friday night at Daytona. And we had 2 winners in one race, except one of them doesn't actually count. I've been to Daytona both races weekends this year. I've watched Parker Kligerman win both times.
Which
And
is
both times,
wild.
he's not going to be in the record book as the race winner of either of those races.
Which is wild.
It is crazy, just Parker Kligerman's luck, unfortunately. But also, what a great job hopping into that car
Yeah.
and not mid race, I mean, 13 laps into the race, 14 laps in the race, whatever it was. And he ends up winning, leading 12 laps in the process, and picks up the 8th win of the season for Connor Zillage.
Yeah.
9th win for that car, I believe.
Did you see they asked who gets the trophy after the race, and he looked and said Connor Zillage?
Yeah. Because I guess he's not a trophy guy, but I'd be like, hey, buddy, you mind if I take this one since you've already got 7 more?
Yeah.
this
Right?
year?
Like,
yeah.
like, give me one. Like, can I have one?
I did. Good.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I did see a dumb Jordan Bianchi tweet today, where he was like talking about, if we could just award the win to both drivers, it'd be like Connor Zillage, Parker Kligerman winning the race. You know how like in IMSA they have like name
Yeah.
dash name
Yeah.
or
No.
backslash.
This is NASCAR, not IMSA. Sorry.
Well, I'm saying like in the record book it could just say like.
Nope.
It can, but he was like, well, then you could get complicated because then who gets the playoff points, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's the winner. It's the driver who starts the race, gets the points, and gets credited with that. I think just denoting the fact that the other driver is the one that won the race is perfectly fine, because just using your common sense brain, you're like, well, they're not racing for points, so it doesn't make it an issue when it comes down to. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but no.
Yeah. I'm fine with just in the record book if you just said like Connor Zillage wins, parentheses, Parker Kligerman across the finish line first. Like, okay,
Yeah.
fine.
I agree with that. They should change the rule to where Parker would be credited with the win, while the points should be awarded to Connor as an example. Yeah,
that's fine.
I'm okay with that. Give him the points, give him the win for the point wise, but give Connor the actual win, or excuse me, Parker the actual win.
They I genuinely don't know. Sorry, I was just reading one of the comments. But
I genuinely don't know about front row trucks. I do know about Cup.
I don't know what Downfords does, but they are. I think that this poor person not poor person. I think this person just sits and just is going after scoops every single time. Unfortunately for Downfords, he built this account on being a parody, and now when he tweets out actual news, people are like, "Look at Downfords getting everybody again." No, that one actually is.
No, that one actually works. That one actually works.
So this was a JRM night altogether. 1, 2, 3 finish for them. Sammy Smith in second, Justin Allgaier in third. Just a dominant team this year. I think it's their 14th win this year, 13th win this year. They are just unstoppable right now. The unstoppable forces traditionally on super speedways the last few years have been those RCR cars, and boy, did they just boot Austin Hill right out of the way in the closing laps of this race to make sure that 21 was not going to be a factor. And then in typical Austin Hill fashion, he causes a gigantic wreck on the last lap.
So I actually wasn't able to watch this race because I was coaching high school football.
Did you win?
Huh?
Did you win?
No.
Dang it. Sorry.
On a last second field goal. Although,
Oh.
hold on, NASCAURT did just do a super comment. Colleague Nation guys reported for a while, Colleague's been looking at a new shop. You think they have 2 different shops for trucks and switching to Dodge.
Appreciate that, Mask of Fear. Based off of what they said this weekend, I was at the Ram announcement. Chris Rice was asked if they were going to be changing shops, if they're going to stay at Welcome. He said they will be staying in Welcome, North Carolina for the foreseeable future. Matt Collig owns the property and the buildings up there that they have. So expect them to be in Welcome on the RCR campus next year. What that means for the future, I would say that might be up in the air a little bit. I think there's
From the
some
rumors that we've heard.
yeah, there's some plays and possibly in motion for a different shop, and things like that. Have to wait and see how all that plays out. But for 2026, they will be up there where they're at. Just going to be a little bit tighter of a fit in Welcome now.
Yeah, it's gonna. If you watched and you saw what Bob Pockris tweeted out, it's gonna be interesting up there.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute after we get done with the Xfinity stuff here. So they moved Austin Hill out of the way. He ends up causing the big wreck with Nick Sanchez. He gets Sanchez out of shape, which is essentially like a teammate to them, and then caused that big wreck on the last lap.
It's basically a junior car.
What?
Or an RCR car.
RCR car, yeah.
Yeah, I meant RCR.
Do we change alliances here on me?
Mhm.
The ECR engine lease list for this weekend's race at Daytona was never ending. Wild. Shout out to Ryan Ellis, the only DGM car that had a ECR engine in it. Great for him.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Did you see my tweet about Natalie Decker?
no.
Okay, so during the race, we were under caution, and she drives by in front of us and absolutely revved the piss out of her car. And I think she thought she was in gear, went to hammer the gas to catch back up, and when she did, just spiked RPM because it went vroom. I was like, oh, and then all of a sudden it popped into gear and kept going. I was like, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She definitely thought it was in gear.
Finished 22nd though.
Did she?
Her strategy of running off the pace the entire race, not even part of the pack, paid off when everybody wrecked. She did have to pit for fuel though on that second, or was there 2 green white checkers? I don't even, or just 1 green white checker.
I don't know.
Yeah, 1 green white checker. The final caution period before the last restart, she had to pit for fuel, which I thought was funny because everybody else was very okay on fuel. I don't know what happened on their end.
I don't remember who was doing that car. I mean, but wouldn't surprise me.
Also, Cesar Baccarella, he came in like an absolute freight train, driving into that wreck like he was Ichabod Crane. Didn't see anything apparently, and then all of a sudden just locks it up, and thankfully didn't clobber.
He was doing his best Chris Wright impression.
There's something about that 5 car. It's got people feeling some kind of way when they get inside.
At Daytona.
At Daytona, they get all jittery. He saw the 91 car and was like, I got to get him. Yeah, he started tweaking. Blakey finished 18th, though. Had
18th?
that Coca-Cola Zero Sugar sponsorship on the side of it from Wawa.
Those Wawa cars are sexy.
I'm not calling Josh Blakey an underfunded car, but it's a cheaper buy for Wawa than doing like a JRM car or a JGR car. So I totally get it.
Yeah.
The 3 best looking race cars probably with the best branding on them were the 91, the 92, and the 5.
Yeah.
3 cars that had no chance of realistically winning this this race.
Hey,
but boy,
Daytona, you never know.
You never know. I'm trying to.
I mean, the 71 finished 11th, so
with an ECR engine.
With an ECR engine.
But yeah, so you have Jesse Love comes home in 4th. Sam Mayer. I'll just say the RCR cars just didn't look like they had the same.
Which is weird.
They didn't look as stout as they normally do.
No. I did see that, which is very weird.
Yeah.
Got to give a shout out to the Brennan Pool guys.
Yeah, top 10 once again.
Nice little top 10. And then the Pidsky driver Carson Quaffle was a top 10.
Dean Thompson, P7 finish.
Yeah.
For Sam Hunt. I know.
Mm.
They've got Oregon State on the car this weekend for Portland. Yeah, which I thought was kind of an interesting crossover.
Hey, let's just hope Josh Williams doesn't park it.
He is in the 91 this weekend.
He is in the 91.
Oh, boy. And then Garrett Smithley driving that 14 SS Greenlight car for Bobby Dotter.
Yep.
P8.
Garrett's a good little driver.
He is. Definitely talented.
Good little driver.
Does not care about road courses. Talented at ovals, though,
Yeah.
which I respect. I was trying to see if there's anything else we need to talk about from this.
I don't-
Oh, common trend this weekend: holding the caution. Thoughts?
I'm okay with it.
I'm fine with it.
I'm okay with it.
If they were consistent about it for
Yeah.
both races, which I was totally fine with, there were both times in both races we had multiple instances of guys losing power, being under power, having a tire fall, drive right past pit road entrance and bring out cautions. That should be worthy of a penalty in itself because that is so annoying.
So are you talking about Joey?
Well, that's a different situation because he drove past pit road entrance to draw a caution, but I was more talking about Denny driving past pit road when he had his tire down. Allmendinger as well drove past pit road when his engine just wasn't running. In the Xfinity Series race, we had another driver, I'm trying to remember who it was, drive by, engine completely off, and just kept going. Maybe it was Alfredo. Maybe it was Alfredo. But multiple times I was like, you're there. Go to pit road. Get off the racetrack. But
But
no.
we want a caution.
Yeah, we got it.
We need caution.
We need a caution. Yeah, the 42 stopped on track.
You should know by now. Cautions breed caution, so it's okay.
Yeah, and then for one caution, clear debris on the racetrack, and it was classified as a rain caution. Okay. The Harrison Burton caution in the Xfinity Series, which you
Wait,
missed.
what?
Yeah, so Harrison Burton spun out. Are you saying what to me or what to something else?
What to you?
Harrison Burton spun out, or got spun out to bring out the first caution in the Xfinity Series race. He's limping it back around, just rips off the fender or inner wheel well area, just throws it out on the racetrack. And it's sitting on the apron, not on the racing surface per se, but it's
on the
still there.
apron.
Yeah, on the apron. Typically a caution. NASCAR throws a caution. Everyone's like, okay, it's for that big piece of debris that's sitting on the racetrack. No, caution for rain. What? And in fairness, it was
Okay.
raining, but
Okay.
still, it wasn't raining hard enough at that moment. The three attempts to go back to racing too, when it was raining, they were like, one to go this time. And they waved it off. Next time, one to go. We're coming to green this time. Waved it off. Finally, they're coming to green. They get all the way up to pit entrance. And I'm like, there's no way they can. It's raining harder now than it was when they threw the initial caution. And then right as the pace car should have pulled off, it just turned its lights back on and went straight and then parked them on pit road. And I was like, what are we doing here?
It's NASCAR. If it makes sense, we're not going to do it. I'm going to tell you this every week.
Always. I know.
Can you hear me pretty well?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I got you.
Cool.
All right. Moving on out of the Xfinity Series to the Ram truck announcement. I put on my Big J journalism hat and I went to the Ram dealership in Daytona.
Is that where they did it?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's actually pretty cool. So we went over there at noon on Saturday, and the dealership is owned by Daniel Dye's dad, who is a driver at Colleague. So there's your connection on why it was there, because Randy Dye, Daniel Dye's dad, got Colleague in contact with the Ram people, and then that's how that whole partnership started. And Chris Rice said that during the press conference. And they announced 5 trucks for
Which is wild.
2026 season. That caught everybody off guard. Everybody in the room immediately, Twitter fingers were absolutely ripping across their keyboards.
Wild.
It's a wild number. All 5 of them will be financially supported by Ram, which is the crazier part to me. It appears that they will not have outside sponsorship. They will all be 5 factory Ram trucks.
So, wait. They're all just going to say Ram on them?
They're all going to say, I would imagine that you're going to see like a Ram branded truck, a Direct Connection branded truck, which is their like performance division, maybe like a Mopar truck as well. I don't know what all we're doing here. And then you'll probably see a couple other Ram. Just think about when they first came back into NASCAR back in 01, the Evernham cars were just Dodge factory cars. That's just what they were. Just a Dodge on them. Downfords is in the comments once again. yeah, there's a lot of speculation going on around who's going to be in one of those cars or in those trucks, rather. 5 trucks is a lot. All 5 will be competing for the owners' championship. Kyle Petty's coming out of retirement to race a Ram. Um, all 5 of those trucks will be chasing an owners' championship. I know there's going to be I know there's 2 full-time drivers right now. I would imagine you're going to see 3
I was
full-time
gonna
drivers.
say I thought I heard 3.
Yeah, I would imagine you're going to see 3 full-time drivers, and then you're going to see 2 rotating seats. One of those I would expect to be part of this Ram reality show that they're doing, like the Gong Show, the driver tryout situation. I would imagine you're going to see that be whoever the winners are from that show when it happens. I guess that's going to be later this year.
That's wild, honestly, to me.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be short track guys, or guys that are like underfunded. So it's not going to be like they're going to go find, you know, Rick Miller off of his couch and he's like, I could be a NASCAR Cup Series driver. No, you can't.
No, you can't.
Yeah, sorry, it's
Have
harder
they
than
announced
just
who's going to
turning
be
left.
on that show?
Have not yet. I don't think they've even formally announced the show.
Yeah.
I really hope that there's a number of Cars Tour people, late model guys that get an opportunity to at least show what their skill set is. Because the Roush Gong Show gave us David Reagan, Todd Cleaver. I'm trying to think who else was initially a part of that. Let's find out real quick.
Get mad on that reality show.
I'll do it. They need a host. I'll be the host for it.
There you go. Dana White.
Dana White is one of the producers of it.
Love that.
His production company, apparently, that did Ultimate Fighter, was that the UFC reality show? Yeah. So the Gong Show gave us Todd Cleaver, Carl Edwards.
Did it really?
Carl Edwards was not necessarily in the Gong Show era, but he was part of that Roush like driver tryout thing that they did in previous years. But the actual like show that we saw, Todd Cleaver, Eric Darnell, Danny O'Quinn, David Reagan, Matt McCall, people know him, David Gillen, Kevin Conway, Timothy Peters, Regan Smith, Augie Vidovich, late model legend, were all part of this. And then a bunch of other guys that unfortunately never really got their names out there. But enough guys that you're like, okay, they're recognizable names, at least if you follow NASCAR for a while.
David Gillen
Yeah.
is part owner of Tricon.
Yeah.
And his son's in the Cup Series.
Xfinity Series race winner, David Gillen.
Yeah.
Cup Series pole winner, David Gillen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see sort of who they pick for that show when we get down to it. The other truck, we hear talk about it being an all-star truck. If Colleague still has their affiliation with Chevy on the
how are you going to do an all-star truck? I don't understand it.
You can't unless you're going to bring like a Greg Biffle out of retirement, a Cletus McFarlane. I'm just throwing Cletus' name out there. I don't actually know if he's going to be part of it. Yeah. But like, yeah, I'm interested to see sort of who they end up getting in these trucks. I've heard Butterbean's name be mentioned for one of the trucks. Obviously, Daniel Dye's name is going to come up because
his dad,
his family's connection to it as well. They have Christian Eck is under contract over at Colleague, but I would fully expect him to be back in the Xfinity Series.
I mean, I fully expect Daniel to be back in the Xfinity Series.
Yeah, I think there's some decisions to be made over at the Colleague camp on who's going to be in what next year and what it's going to be. But they're coming in and they're spending money. So that's not a bad thing.
I'm okay with it.
I'm totally fine with it as well. They had a great show at the dealership. Billy Ballou was there, which I thought was interesting. Former Truck Series owner. Jim France. Here's some behind the scenes. Jim France showed up late to it, which is, I know people maybe don't like Jim France. I've been around and met him a couple times now. I think he's genuinely like a nice guy. I think he's unintentionally funny as well at times, but he shows up late and I see his PR person. She's like scurrying to the door to like get his attention. She flags him down. He's just in a black Cadillac XT6, like their midsize SUV, gets out wearing an Orvis rain jacket, comes and stands next to us, which again I was like, all right, cool. I got Mike Helton, Jim France, me.
Nice.
Yeah. Which is always cool until they're like, until Matt Collick's like, thanks to NASCAR, Mike Helton, Jim France in the back, and all the cameras go like this. And then
you're
me.
just standing there.
And I stick out like a sore thumb because I'm 6'5", and guess what?
Yeah.
They're not.
They're
So,
not. No.
it was fun. He was genuinely excited though, which I thought was really cool. Just to have another OEM back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's great for the sport. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. Cautiously optimistic. They said they're going to hire like 50 people for
They're
this
gonna have
program.
to.
They have to. Where are they getting their trucks from? Chris Rice said they're going to have conversations this week and in the next coming weeks about with other drivers, or not other drivers, other teams rather, in terms of where they can get trucks from. I would imagine with Spire downsizing, they can probably purchase some trucks from there. I understand they are Chevy trucks. Chassis are chassis.
Yeah.
Bodies are what matters here.
Yeah.
So they'll just strip those Chevy bodies off, put Ram bodies on. It's the same thing like when a team switches a manufacturer. Guess what? ThorSport didn't go out and get all new brand new race trucks when they just took the old bodies off and put the new bodies on. Yeah. Yeah. And then the engines stay the same because they're Ilmor spec engines.
It's all about the body at that point.
One thing I think we should talk about though is the changes that are going to come to the truck series in 2027 or 2028. I don't know if you've we're getting spec cars, trucks rather. Think of Cup Series where we just bolt them together, different bodies. That's what the truck series is going to get.
So they're trying to make it cheaper for the truck series.
In the long run, will it be? I think that's the goal here. But the startup costs are going to be more expensive. And it's going to, I've had 2 truck people message me about this, concerned about the financials of this move. Also heard some talk about single lugs.
I was about to say, how long till they go to single lug?
Which I hope they. Honestly, I don't care about. I don't care about single lugs. I care about the width of the tire, and I don't want them to go to a 10-inch tire. Like I don't want them to go to a wider tire.
Yeah.
Stick with the tires you have.
It's gonna happen. Single lug's gonna be in all 3 series. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
They've been talking about it for 3-4 years now.
Right.
That the only reason Xfinity is not single lug is because the CW didn't want it.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
They wanted the No, seriously.
We are really a simplistic society.
Seriously. That's why our Xfinity series is not single lug.
Alex said they need more than 50 people to field 5 trucks, in my opinion.
No,
yeah, you're not wrong. I think that maybe
No, they don't.
Chris, right? Well, you're right. 50 people to build 5 trucks and have them is fine. Their crews are going to be leased from wherever they.
The pit crews are going to be leased.
Yeah.
That's just all your shop body. That's it. Shout out to the CW.
Also, the one person said they're getting Sam Hornish Jr. out of the back rooms to drive for them. Hey, Sam Hornish Jr. should have won an Xfinity Series championship if it wasn't for Team Penske not prioritizing him in the Xfinity Series.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm going to be bummed if the trucks. I know it's happening. I would expect some body changes happening around then as well in terms of the overall looks of it based off of some other things I've heard about the future of that.
Someone just asked, what about changing the way we fuel the cars during the pit stops? They've talked about it. They've talked about doing gravity fed. So when they originally did this Cup car, they were originally trying to do it with the air jack, and they were trying to do it with gravity fed, and the car's too heavy. It won't work. So that's not going to happen anytime soon. I'll tell you this, they've talked about going to electric guns instead of air guns for changing tires, but they can't figure out a way to keep the time down because with the air guns, it goes from being a 12 to 15 second stop to being about a 18 to 23 second stop. So they've talked about it. There's actually the electric guns are already built They've been testing them when I was working, when I was still pitting in for Nice. They came by and they tried them on the Nice trucks, and just sucks, honestly.
How big's
So
the battery pack on them?
not
Not
like a 40 volt.
okay, because like
In
I have one of those Milwaukee
Yeah,
impacts
that's
for
essentially what
tires,
it is.
but the
It's a
battery pack on it is
Yeah, I mean
heavy.
that's essentially what it is. I mean, yes, there's more to it than just that, but it's what people don't realize is like those batteries are gonna die. You're gonna have to buy new batteries. Those batteries
Yeah.
aren't cheap,
So guns
right?
aren't cheap right now either. Jacks aren't cheap. Tell people how much a jack is.
Over 10 grand
Yeah.
easily, if not more.
Carbon fiber handles.
Oh, the carbon fiber handles 2 to 5 grand by
Yeah.
itself.
Special Pelican carrying cases for them. Like
That's not even including the case.
yeah.
Yeah, that's not including the case. The jacks themselves and the R&D that goes into them is insane,
It's crazy.
because that's your time right now. Where it used to be, they cup teams used to put all their R&D into the guns to try to make the guns faster. Now it's the jacks.
Yeah.
That's where they're putting all their R&D in right now.
It's tough to do a pit stop when you got to charge your gun during extension cord running with you.
I mean, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Somebody in the comments was talking about the truck race at St. Pete. Are we going to see any IndyCar drivers do a crossover for that?
I think that'd be dope.
I think it'd be super cool. I think the biggest issue with that is the amount of debrief and engineering meetings that IndyCar has. You're talking about a team giving up their driver to miss those to do truck series stuff. I don't know if that's going to,
Yeah.
be something that they'll do, but I would love to see Scott McLaughlin in a truck. Like for Penske to put him into like a Spire Silverado for that race, since he's a Chevy driver on the IndyCar
Yeah.
side of things, would be incredible.
Can we talk about this, please?
What?
Because I'm tired of people on Twitter.
What?
I really am. Like, do they not realize that Penske is not just Ford?
Oh no.
Like, Penske is not only Ford, they're not only Chevy, they're Porsche in the supercar series. Like,
No, IMSA.
or IMSA, excuse me, not supercar, but IMSA. They're literally not just Ford, people.
Yes. Correct. It's like Chip Ganassi Racing. They weren't just Chevy in Cup.
No.
They were also Honda and IndyCar, and they were also what program did they run?
They're Acura,
Did they
weren't
run?
they?
What IMSA program did they just run? And now I'm blanking on it. They ran the Ford IMSA program for the GT return,
Yeah,
and then did they run?
correct. Chevy is the reason Scotty McLaughlin did not go to NASCAR,
Yes.
because Chevy did not want him racing for Penske. I digress.
Down for it says Hinchcliffe. Yeah. Hinchcliffe, thank you, Rowdy and J Marks there. Finally, my brain came around
Words are hard. It's okay.
to it. Yeah.
It's a Monday.
Hinchcliffe is a name that has floated around as well. Obviously, he's there on the TV side of things for Fox. It would be cool to see him into a truck as well. I know that he would like to do some racing if it comes and if they can get sponsorship for it and everything like that. So it'd be great. GoFundMe for Hinch Truck. Thank you, Alan Fords, for the caddy as well. I honestly don't know how I blanked on that one.
It's Monday.
It
That's
is
what I'm
Monday.
going with.
It's Monday. I wasn't thinking NAMSA. NAMSA is not on my brain right now.
NASCAR.
NASCAR's on the brain always.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Before we get to the next segment,
Yes.
I want to do a little Debbie Downer here, guys. And I don't know if all you all seen it. NASCAR World in the pit crews, we lost a good friend this past week. So just keep Zach Yeager in your thoughts and prayers, and his family in your thoughts and prayers, and all of his friends. We lost a good one, so definitely keep him in your thoughts and prayers, please. And if you know anybody that knows him, definitely give him a shout. Make sure they're doing okay.
Absolutely. He pitted the 39 car in the Xfinity Series and the 88 truck in the Truck Series
Yep.
this
And
year.
then last year we did the 17 Cup car.
Yep.
He won the Daytona 500 2 years ago with the 47 car. So
Mm.
he he's been in it for a while. A lot of people know him. So he definitely's gone too young. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Transitioning out of that into some NASCOURT talk here. Things got interesting on
Yeah.
Monday
Yeah.
because NASCAR informed the courts that they have an agreement in place for one of the 2311 FRM charters from 2024 to go to a new team slash owner slash investment group, whoever that is, because the name was redacted. And the teams aren't happy about this.
Wild.
Crazy.
For them basically to say, we sold your charter. Sorry.
We're ready to sell your charter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is a hearing on Thursday. That is the 28th, I believe. Yes.
Of this month, yeah.
Yes. There's a hearing on Thursday. It is the injunction hearing. And whatever comes out of that is going to determine two things. One, if the injunction is denied, NASCAR is going to open the bidding up and sell these charters immediately.
That's
If
gonna
the,
make things really interesting.
yeah, it is. If the teams
Really
win,
quick.
then they get their charter status back, and then we just go through the rest of the season as is, and then we have the trial on December 1st, or it starts on December 1st. The other big thing with if NASCAR wins, if the judge denies the injunction, the team said today that they, in all likelihood, go out of business at the end of the year. And financially, yeah, it's almost not feasible unless they have a gigantic sponsor that comes in to foot the bill of the now lost revenue for them, or they have an owner that wants to just self-fund this program as well. And I don't think either owners want to do that in this
No.
case. It's
gonna get interesting.
it's tough.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we've talked about it. If those charters go up for sale, wow. And yeah, so Rowdy Burns just said it. I think,
Yeah.
and I was literally about to say this, that it's a real fumble if we lose Michael Jordan.
No, I completely agree with that. It's a bad look, and I'll get to what some of the comments just said in a second. It's a bad look to push Michael Jordan out of sport. Not from people watching, we understand the dynamics behind this. Like, this is not a NASCAR hates Michael Jordan type
No.
of aspect. This all comes down to the legal proceedings and whether or not you sign the charter agreement and everything like that. But from a national sports headline for non-race car people, they're going to read it as NASCAR pushes Michael Jordan out of the sport. And guess
100%.
what? There's a lot of bad connotations that come with that. There just are.
He's Michael Jordan.
He's Michael Jordan,
Like,
and you know, it's an image that NASCAR doesn't necessarily want. I know NASCAR PR isn't going to be psyched about having to handle this. At the same time, they did not sign the charter agreement. And when January 1st rolled around of this year, guess what? Their charters, as far as NASCAR was concerned, NASCAR has contended since the beginning that January 1st rolls around, those charters are no longer yours. You did not sign the charter agreement. We are going to rescind. We're going to take those back. So
Yeah.
NASCAR views those as non-active charters right now, or non-issue charters, rather. Non-issue charters, how NASCAR looks at those. Specifically, those four. The two that they had last year at 2311 Racing, the two they had at FRM last year. The two that came over from Stewart-Haas Racing, one to each team.
yeah.
NASCAR views those as inactive charters, mainly because those charters have signed the charter agreement. So that makes it a little bit trickier. Stewart-Haas Racing has set, not Stewart-Haas, sorry, Haas Factory Team, Haas Factory Team, Joe Custer, Gene Haas, get all the names right here, have said that they don't want those charters back. They cannot
No.
field three cars. They do not want them back. So that's where things get a little bit trickier at with those. In terms of the four that NASCAR pulled back, NASCAR's looking at those going like, hey, we can do whatever we want with them. Now, they're not going to do anything until after Thursday's hearing.
Yeah.
I think the bigger thing about this is if NASCAR does sell them And again, legally, NASCAR thinks that they have the right to do it, and as it reads, they do. If you
Technically.
want to interpret it that way, which I think most people have, what happens if they lose the trial in December, and they've already sold those charters? Yeah,
I mean, technically, I mean, the injunction means that they can sell them, right? If they win the injunction, that means that they
yes,
can sell them. So technically, they're not their charters anymore.
correct.
So then,
I think the concern is what the court decides coming out of this. If the court is like, oh, in damages, you have to pay them back either the monetary value of their charters or you have to reissue them charters. And I think that's where it gets trickier at.
screw it, go to 43 cars.
Well, we could go to 40 charters because there's 4 additional charters sitting there for an OEM. So if they want to issue
Yeah.
charters, they can.
They can.
Yeah.
Go
They'd
to
owe a
43
lot of money.
cars.
Yeah, they
Go
would
to-
owe a lot of money.
Go to 40 charters, 43 cars. Let's go back to the good old days. Let's rip it.
Let's rip it. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing 43 cars back on the racetrack.
I don't understand why we don't have 43 cars on this track.
Mainly comes down to car counts.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it comes down to people funding cars and putting cars in. I get it. But
I'll
like,
fund one. We're good for a race. Let's go.
half a race if we're lucky.
I
Put
was
the
talking
closing
to a
laps
driver the other
logo
day
right
about.
on the middle of the freaking right on the top of the car.
I
Like
was
a
talking to-
Newton logo right on the windshield.
Jesus. I talked to a driver the other day about road course testing, and I was like, "Well, I want to go do the Cadillac driving experience out in Spring Mountain." I was like, "Come do that. Like, if I'm going to do the road course thing, like you can definitely learn from that." And he's like, "Yeah, but I need to learn in like an actual race car, not a street car." And I was like, "Well, just buy a Gen 4 Cup car and go to a track day."
Hey.
Like, nothing says you can't do it.
We saw one on sale on Facebook Marketplace, and
Oh, yeah.
you and I talked about it.
That's exactly what I told him. I was like, "Hey, I'll buy it. We can just treat it as a track car
Yeah,
and then use that."
dude, I am so down.
Yeah.
You'll get my fat ass in a car real quick. All right, you may be 6'5", but I'm 6'5", 290. All
I would
right?
like to. I'm 6'5", 187. I would like to get a track car though. Side note here, I think that might be a purchase that.
Hey, you and I live an hour and a half away
Brake
from each
hard.
other.
Guess what's only like 2 hours, 2.5 hours from me, and like an hour from you. The Corvette track.
Oh, in Bowling Green?
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's about an hour and a half. It's about
Okay.
2 hours from me, so it's got to be more than 2 hours.
That's
from
probably
you.
like 3 hours from me.
Yeah,
Regardless,
I was gonna say.
they do track days there.
Do they?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Did I tell you that's where I did my rehearsal dinner?
You did, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was dope. Can my football team sponsor it? No, we have no money.
We're going to sponsor the football team. I did try to get a brake hard. Well, we did sponsor part of like a small sticker on the Xfinity car last year at Chicago. Ended up not qualifying for the race. But I tried to get something done for
It's
this
your
year.
fault.
Definitely my fault. It was
It's
100%
either
my fault.
rain or not making the race. It's
I tried to
your
give
fault.
Newsiata tips on how to get into turn 1 better, and it did not work. He's a good driver, actually, in the right equipment, because we saw him win an ARCA race at Lime Rock. But yeah, bummer there. But I tried to get something done this year for a race at Bowman Gray, and then the schedule just didn't line up for the
you to
driver
go out there.
for the driver to be there for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, because it would have been brake hard down the side and on the hood and everything like that. Like, mainly I wanted to be there just in case there was going to be a.
Slide me 35,000. I can be on the truck series.
Hey, a good Xfinity program right now is running about 150,000 a race. So,
Hey, I'll tell you what. You can buy into Joey Gase's car for a couple thousand.
oh, I know. I was trying to get a sponsorship deal done, actually for somebody else, at 150,000, and I was like, it's worth it. maybe we'll still get it done. But
Let's put the Closing Laps logo on it.
that's what Brake Card's going to become. It's just
Sponsor.
yeah, we're just going to go sponsor agency over here.
Hey.
Or Brake Card, you can go to Mid Ohio Sports Car Course in Richland County. That is very true. That's about 3-hour drive away from me as well. Yeah, Daniel, I would also like to see it. We'll Brake Card and Arby's Cody Ware sponsorship.
Brake Hard, Arby's, and Taco Bell, baby. Let's go.
I want to buy a Dairy Queen, mainly because there's an old school Dairy Queen like not that far from me, which I just think looks cool. And then mainly buy it to then just use all the profit to sponsor a race car because I want to see a Dairy Queen race car.
Dude, the fact that we don't have a Dairy Queen or a Taco Bell race car is actually funny. Okay. Wow.
The guy who quoted me at 35,000 wouldn't be running dead last with all due respect. Okay, downforwards, let's do it. Also, a daily downforce truck and a daily downforce truck being in the same race would be absolute chaos.
Let's do it.
All right. I know that old school DQ. Downforce, I don't know if we live in the same neighborhood. We might. Actually, I'm not sure if this is the person I know. If this is the person if we met at Indianapolis, then you might actually know it. Which, if we didn't meet in Indianapolis, then I'm going to be concerned. All right.
Yeah.
Moving on to, the last thing about the NASCOURT thing. Jennifer Fryer from the AP said that Tyler Reddick has already presented the team with a breach of contract for not having a charter, which was the part of the original case for getting that injunction back in December. That's bad. That's really bad for the team. But let me say this. I'll preface it by saying that him presenting that to the team could be, in a sense, political theater, courtroom theater for this, to be like, hey, look, we will be suffering irreparable harm. This will be financial hardship. We will lose our driver and everything in,
It
just
could be
build
a
a case
play.
to get the injunction. Yes.
It could be a play.
Yeah. There were some NASCAR documents a few weeks ago that kind of talked about them believing that some of those emails and everything back in November may have been a play as well. It did seem convenient that all that kind of happened right as they were about to lose their charter status.
Yep.
Not saying it was either way. Obviously, that's up for a court to decide. Just coincidental timing, maybe, for it. So, moving into the last portion here, give me your driver of the day for the Cup race.
I'm sorry.
What happened?
Just go read that last two comments, or not the last comment, but the one a couple.
Oh, I do know everything. Okay, Tyler Reddick.
The
Down
one
first.
after the Tyler Reddick one.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Terrible.
It's 100% a play. Bowman's still going to lose sleep over it. Listen, I will say this about that comment. There is a late model driver that's car, I would say it's subsidized a little bit, his program, by one of those accounts. I will tell you off air.
Okay.
It was eye-opening. I did some connecting the dots and was like, oh,
Hey,
that's the thing.
good for him
Yes.
or her.
It's a him
Okay.
with a her.
Well,
Legal in
okay.
the state of Florida. Yes.
Copy.
Called back earlier in the episode.
Driver of the day.
Got crazy.
Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson.
It's a joke. I was saying because someone said Bubba, so Kyle Larson.
That's a good one. My driver of the day is going to be Cole Custer because I was ready to tweet out that Cole Custer was going to win this race, not expecting that was ever going to be a tweet that I was going to say. Downfords knows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. The reason I've never put it out there is because I don't want to air out anybody's dirty laundry in a sense. And if they're happy and they're making money, they're making money.
I mean, heck,
go for it.
Don't flaunt it, or
And
don't.
He comes from a wealthy background, but yeah,
good for them.
Good for them.
I wish.
We're a positive podcast.
But no, really, my driver of the day, I was gonna say, was actually going to be the 41.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's not. Give me Daniel Suarez.
Again, another great one.
Give me Daniel
That's going to be
Suarez.
my move of the race is going to be Ryan Blaney and Daniel Suarez
Yeah,
for getting the momentum in that top lane and using it fully to their advantage to drive literally to the front.
no, my move of the race,
Oh,
Joey
God.
Logano.
Spinning himself out or bringing out the
Spinning
caution.
out and causing the caution. I'm here for it.
Went all Carson Hocevar on us.
I love it.
I did see in my text though. Apparently, one of my buddies texted me. The spotters now have a new headset that they can hear race control with, or a new plug-in
Yeah.
that they can hear race control with.
Yeah.
And I guess he sent me the clip from, or the quote from DBC, and Freddie said that you can hear Juiceon Hamilton so clearly now that you can hear everything clearly that's happening in race control. And apparently, some people were not happy at all with Joey Logano bringing out the caution there, and they could hear them in the background of Juiceon talking.
So they actually, on the headsets like that we got as pit crews, you can accidentally push a button and you can hear race control. And it is awful. It's awful.
Really?
Yes, because like I'm sitting there trying to listen to the race and stuff, and I can hear race control chiming in. I'm like, oh my God, this sucks.
Sucks.
Yeah. There was one time I had it and I couldn't couldn't figure out how to get it off. And I'm sitting there and they're counting them into the box, and all of a sudden I hear race control pop up. I'm like, oh, great.
Great.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, all right, Logano's the move of the race for
My
Cam.
move of the race, baby. Let's go.
All right, this weekend we have Cup and Trucks at Darlington, Southern 500 on Sunday. I have to go to a charity event for at least the beginning portion of that race, so I'll probably catch the second half
On Sunday?
on Sunday. Yep.
I would be able to watch both races this weekend.
Hell yeah.
So.
Truck race is on Saturday at noon because the Xfinity Series, whoever planned this out, hated the Truck Series drivers, or the truck drivers, rather.
Yeah.
We went from Daytona
To Portland.
to Charlotte to Portland,
So
Oregon.
dumb.
There's two
So
Portlands
dumb.
in this country. Neither of them are close.
No.
But we went to the one
I'm
that's
sure
even
there's
further
more
away.
than two Portlands.
Probably. There's two Portlands that people care about in this country. And both of them are far
Yeah.
away. I will say that so. The Xfinity Series race, they go to Gateway next week as well. So again, just kind of hate these guys. Xfinity Series race this weekend could be interesting. You've got Connor Zilic in the 88, assuming he's going to do the full race this week. Will Brown, V8 supercar, Australian supercars driver, will be in the Colleague 11 car. And it's not an extra car. It is one of their, three main cars. I'm just saying it could be entertaining to watch.
Could be. And let's be honest, there's really only one Portland that people care about.
And it's Maine.
It's not Maine.
It's Oregon.
It's Oregon. Nobody really cares about Maine.
Maine looks like a lovely place to visit.
Maine, like people call the middle of the country flyover states, but the Northeast sucks too. So
The Northeast fans are already mad at NASCAR. They're going to be mad at you now, too.
I'm sorry. I'm really
Hey,
not.
Rowdy Burns is from Portland, Maine. You feel
I'm
bad
sorry,
now?
Rowdy. I'm sorry, Rowdy. I love you, Rowdy, but Maine sucks.
Who are you taking in the Cup race? We'll go through that real quick.
I want to go like out of the box. I don't know. Hold on. Give me a
Austin
second.
Dillon.
Are you really?
No. Richard Boswell is his crew chief, and Boswell got that shock win with Briscoe last year. That's why I just said that. I'm going to go with... honestly, for me, it's a bit of a toss-up. But actually, you know what? I'm going to change it. I'm going to go with Chase Briscoe going back-to-back, getting it done, and getting that 19 team back into victory lane again.
Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. No. You know what? I'm doing it.
AJ Allmendinger.
No.
Dang.
He's been so close all year.
I swear to God, if you pick Carson Hocevar,
I'm not. No,
Okay,
no, 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 no. I'm not picking Carson Hocevar. He's been so close all year. Didn't make the playoffs. Give me Mr. KB, Kyle Busch. I'm doing it.
has he been close though?
Damn it. I need him to win. You know what's funny is I grew up hating Kyle Busch.
Now you love him.
And now I freaking love Kyle Busch.
How can you not?
Like, it sucks.
Ah,
Who you got in the truck series?
give me. I'm trying to think now. Who do I want? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Give me Corey LaJoy.
No. I'm going out on a limb. Give me Raja Caruth.
All right, that's a good one as well. Raja has won this year though.
Mm-hmm.
Corey LaJoy's never won.
He won't ever win.
I'm saying that he's gonna win. I think he wins.
Hot take. Hot take. You ready?
Yeah.
Where is it? 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 Bowman advances.
Okay.
Austin Dillon advances.
No.
Reddick does not.
Okay.
The one does not.
Okay. That's your 4.
No, that's only 2.
Oh, sorry. You said does not. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no.
Sorry.
Austin, or the one does not. Reddick does not. The 2 does not.
He did win at Gateway last year.
I know, but I really, really, really want to put Josh Berry in there, but I don't think he's going to either.
Friend of the program.
I really want to put Josh Berry in there, man. I think he's gonna just like sneak one out.
I think he's good.
He's good.
He's good.
Okay, what's crazier? Chase Elliott not advancing
Okay.
or Josh Berry advancing?
Chase Elliott not advancing.
It only takes 2 races.
It does only take 2 races. It takes 3 days for society to fall apart. It takes 2 races for your year to fall apart. It's true.
Wow.
All right. Let's wrap this up here.
Denny
Let the
Hamlin
people know
speeds on pit road doesn't advance.
Denny. Let the people know where they can find you at.
You can find the podcast at Closing Laps on Twitter, at Closing Laps on TikTok, at Closing Laps on YouTube. Go follow the YouTube. We're trying to build that up so we can start doing the lives over there.
Yep.
And then you can find me at _Full Send Racing.
Very true. You can find myself on TikTok at Break Hard, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, as well as here on YouTube at Break Hard. Blog. We'll be back next week. Another Monday. Are we doing Monday? It's Labor Day. I'm good with it if you are.
I have a fantasy draft at like 8 o'clock on Monday, so
Maybe it'll be a pre-recorded one. We'll have to see. Because I'm out. I can't do Tuesday.
we can do Sunday after the race.
Uh,
Oh, that's a night race though, isn't it?
yeah, maybe TBD because it'll be a long race.
Depending on the time it
Yeah, so
over.
if it's live, it'll be Sunday night after the race. If it's not, it'll probably be pre-recorded and we'll post it up on Monday. We'll record at some point.
Yep.
And get that done. Cool.
Peace, y'all.
See you guys next week.